Cooper. This is normally my house. On Thursdays, we get to do a little show called Awesome on Thursdays, and hosted by District Comedy, my little bit of a company. But this weekend, we got to do something different. We got to host the Decepticomics. I think most of you all know who they are, right? Okay, a couple of you are pretty fucking confused, but that's fine. I'm good with that. First of all, y'all need to give yourselves a hand. I ain't never seen this many well-dressed men or black people. There's like 3 of them. We're not counting that. Not worried about them. Also, you know, for those of you all who are on Twitter, I really feel like we have every network engineer and IT operator in the city in the fucking room right now, because y'all guys are killing Twitter right now, so we like to thank y'all for that as well. We're gonna go ahead and get the show started, and I guess that means I have to tell y'all jokes. I'm gonna try. A whole lot of really sophisticated black people in here, and normally y'all are my type of crowd because I'm not really like your typical black comic. You know what I mean? Like I'm not typical black comic at all. Like they have the cool little black folk meetings and stuff, and I don't get invited. Fucked up. It's true. Like, for example, in order to be a really good black comic, you gotta have a great dick joke. I don't have a dick joke. I started having kids that took care of my dick joke. My dick makes bills. That shit ain't funny, so I had to let that shit go. Plus, you know, I went to college, smoked weed, and graduated. And come on, black comics don't normally do that. It's not what we do. I'm not lying. It's just the truth. And then, most importantly, the way I look at it, normally when I sit in most of the black folk meetings with most of the black comics, after the wings get disseminated and we all start drinking 40s, they start asking these weird questions like, yo, did you grow up broke? They're like, where are my broke niggas at? And I'm the main one looking around like, yo, somebody's gonna rob me in this motherfucker? I feel uncomfortable. Let me try a shot on my way. Where are my Jack and Jill niggas at? Oh shit! Woo! I gotta let y'all know that's the first time I've ever been able to say that in a room full of black people, and they were like, yeah! I had a cotillion, yay! Oh shit! Woo! Yeah, I feel way more at home than I normally do. This is awesome. I got a whole room full of bougie ass black people. This is great. Wow, this is awesome. But yeah, I called you bougie. Don't take it personal. You know it's you. If your weed is paid for, you might be a bit bougie. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you keep it pressed. If you got a natural in here and you don't give a shit because you have a job, you might be a bit bougie. If you're a brother in here and you don't wear skinny jeans and most of your shoes and your shirts are name brand and you wear Argyle sweaters. You too might be a bit bougie. If you would much rather spend your money on a nice Brooks Brothers shirt instead of like a whole pack of white tees. You might be a bit bougie. If you can afford a Supreme hat. You too might be a bit bougie. Yeah, oh wow. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this tonight. We got the Decepticomics in the house, like I said. I'm not necessarily a Decepticomic yet, but their tagline is the blackest geeks you know. And I can't front, I'm definitely the geek. I had to give my man Gordon Baker Bones some problems because you're a black geek, but your phone don't stay charged. That's not a black geek. Real black geeks know you keep that little juice pack with you just to make sure your phone stays charged. Boom, there it is, he got one. Look at it, told you. Oh shit, this might be my crowd. I might have went to a Jack and Jill with some of y'all motherfuckers up in here. Ooh-wee. In fact, y'all might understand my story a bit because I see a whole bunch of y'all, but y'all don't really know me, so I'm gonna give y'all my story real quick. Can I do that? All right, look here. Now, normally, when we're here on Thursdays, we have a rule. All right. And I don't see many of my Thursday people, so I'll just break it down to y'all. On Thursdays, we normally have a rule. For many of you all, how many of y'all first time really coming down to RFD? You've never been here before? That's most of you because you have jobs. So look, normally when we break down on Thursdays, we have one rule that we follow in the room. We basically tell people, shut the fuck up. The whole crowd says, shut the fuck up. So since y'all in my house, and I'm not worried about y'all losing y'all jobs and nothing crazy like that, y'all gonna have to follow my rule. Y'all fine with that? So on the count of 3, I'm gonna need y'all to say, shut the fuck up. Can y'all do that? Yeah. Fine. 1, 2, 3. Almost feels like a Thursday. Oh, that'll be my conscience back there. My good dressed cousin, Mr. Jason Dimbry. Y'all give it up for Jason. He's the one that put all the lights in the chairs, the dapper dress.
Hey, can I say something?
I guess so. You got the mic, nigga.
I know a lot of y'all saw me moving tables and chairs and shit, and now all of a sudden everybody's acting like I'm fucking Toby. That's not who the fuck I am in here. This is my shit. So I'm cool. Introduce yourself. You got a problem, I'll try to help you out. But I am not a busboy. Alright? I'm sorry, go on.
Nah, man, normally the French cufflinks on a nice shirt gives that away that you're not a busboy, but seemingly y'all need to let them know. If you all need to order food, just so we can get this out the way, if y'all need to order food, please make sure that you go back to the bar. They'll give you a little number, they'll run your food out to you. If they run your number out and you don't happen to be there, I'll probably eat your fucking food. So just know that. Thank you in advance for paying for my wings, whoever that was. I like wings. All right, so tell y'all a little bit about myself. Said before, my name is Ralph Cooper. I'm from the area. I grew up in Virginia. And when I was in high school, I was like, you know, red, black, and green socks. I wouldn't stand during the national anthem. I was real pro-black. Till you realize that I went to Robert E. Lee High School in Virginia. So, you know, it only was bittersweet. It only kind of worked, you know what I mean? And like kids are cruel. Because when I was a kid, people used to come up to me and say some real messed up stuff. Like they'd come up to me and be like, dog, man, why you talk like a white person? What whatsoever do you mean? My mom says that I have great diction and my vernacular is awesome and I just don't understand where you're coming from. They're like, dog, man, you tall and everything, man, why don't you try for the basketball team? I was like, I tried out for the basketball team 3 years in a row. And you know what happened? Every year I got better and better at speech. Every year. So I decided I'd go home to my parents and talk to them about it because I was like, Mom, Dad, everybody keeps saying I act like a white guy. My parents looked at me and they were like, sorry, we can't help you. And then when I walk out of the room, they high-fived each other like, yeah. It annoyed me, so I decided the only way that I could really get around this was that I'd have to go to historically black college or something just to get that black edge to me, because I grew up in that stereotypical white area. Thank you, I appreciate that. So I went down to a small school in Atlanta, Georgia. Some of y'all might know it, called Morehouse. For sure, right? And don't start that HU shit, you'll throw off my set. I never talk about that little community college up the street. I said it, but I'm actually able to make like educated Morehouse Howard jokes in this kind of a crowd. It's fine with me. I like that. That's awesome. I normally can't do that, but I like that little community college. If y'all wanted to get a black president, y'all went to the right place. So I like that. It's a good thing. That's educated for those of you who know Morehouse. Y'all know. Don't want to admit it, but y'all know. Y'all don't know that. Right, exactly. Okay. Word. So I go down to historically black college 4 years in a row. Y'all know what I ended up learning? I love white people. That's what I learned. Love white people. Do you know how hard it was to borrow a non-menthol cigarette for like 4 years? It's fucking difficult. It was horrible. And like, I would go to like white colleges like Emory and UGA, and I would always be so amazed because they seem to have so much fun with basic shit like beer. You know, like, you go there and they got like the whole like area on campus where you go, and they got the little funnels rolling down from the ceiling where you can do the beer bongs, and then they got the little table set up where you can play beer pong and shit like that. And I always just think it was crazy cool. Because at a black college, word is born, you got 5 niggas putting it on a 40. Ain't nobody throwing a ping pong ball in my hall liquor. I That shit ain't going down. Like, it's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? And so, the whole time I was there, my mom and dad dropped me off. They used to just kept pressing to me. Look, Ralph, we spent a lot of money to make sure that you speak very clearly. And when you come home, we want your diction to be just as clear, just as nice as it is right now. And of course, I look at my mom and dad, Mom, Dad, of course, I'll speak just as clear as I do now. Being articulate is important to me. I'm a communications major, so I can push the way that black people talk to other diaspora. Yeah. My parents didn't do any research. Neither did I. And I get dropped smack dab in the middle of a little party called Freaknik. It's fair to say it might have changed my life a bit. So I decided we're gonna keep this simple. When I get off at the airport, I'm gonna play a joke on my mama. Just to mess with her, just to see what would happen. So here I am, I get off the plane at National, my mom is there, she's like, "Little Ralph, oh, how are you?" I look at my mama and I say, "Shawty, you ain't gonna believe it. Hey, mama, I got the rednecks down there, shawty. I be off that wood, we be rolling on Peachtree on them reels, shawty, it's crazy down there, mama. I love the hey." Yeah, my mom started crying at the airport. It's kind of embarrassing. It's messed up. You know, but now I'm a grown man, you know what I'm saying? I put my grown man clothes on. I got a little dressed up tonight. And I like to do this because it gives the illusion. My wonderful wife is also in the crowd. Y'all should clap for my wife. She's from Jersey. Yeah. And now that I got a wife, I actually got kids. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be a parent. That's the problem. I'm not supposed to be a parent. Like, I got all of the attributes and things you need to make a kid. I can make a kid, but raising them little motherfuckers, I'm not. Like, for example, I got a 6-year-old daughter, and I got a son that just turned 1 year old. And my 1-year-old just started walking and talking. I stay at home with him all day. Y'all know what his first word was? Shit. Shit is my son's first word. Shit and no. Shit and no is his first and second words. So I had a homeboy over the crib so I could run upstairs and take a shower. He's gonna watch my boy for me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got a break. I already got on a white shirt. What's wrong doing? Thank you. Either way, interrupted my story. Look at it. I run upstairs and come back down. I told my man before I went up the steps, I was like, you gotta be careful with my son. Because if we do something to upset him, he's gonna let you know. He was like, all right, whatever. Go upstairs, come back. My man is sitting at the bottom of the steps, head in his hand, just. It's like, what happened? Dude was like, man, I'm trying to take the bottle from your son. He kirked out on me. I said, what you mean? He was like, he rolled around in a circle for a second. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. This is shit, shit. And then he passed out. I was like, I told you not to upset him, man. I warned you about that shit, man. You gotta be careful. And then even with my 6-year-old, like, the cool thing about kids is once you get to a certain point, you never really think that, like, if you've never had children, how many people in here got children? Oh yeah, y'all a real educated black crowd. There's like 4 people. When you got kids, you don't tend to think about the things that you do, especially if you just, you know, had them. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't think about it. So my daughter is at the copycat stage. She just says everything I say, which is bad because I'm a comic, I stay at home, and I cuss a lot. So it's not good. So I let my homeboy take care of my daughter, right? And I go to pick him up. My man is like, yo, big, you gotta stop cussing in front of your kids, man. It's like, why you say it like that? He was like, man, we was at the playground. We couldn't have been there for like 5 minutes, man. Your daughter looked another girl in the face and said, fuck you. Oh man, that's kind of fucked up. He was like, oh, you gotta talk to your daughter. All right, I'll talk to her. And the cool thing about 5, 6-year-old kids, they're not as sharp as most of y'all in the room. Because like if y'all don't want to go to work, you be like, oh, a dragon stole my tire. And like, you know, the guy's like, oh, all right, yeah, I guess that's fine, whatever. 5 and 6-year-old kids don't have that ability. They just tell you straight up what happened. So I looked at my daughter and said, baby, what happened at the playground? She says, well, Dad, we were at the playground. I asked the little girl if we could play. She said no. I said, fuck you. Okay. And I'm a Southern boy. So if you're Southern, you know. You can do a couple of things in your mama's house. You might slip and call her by her first name once or twice. You might stick your neck in a grown folk conversation. But like, you can't cuss. If you cuss, your mama's gonna bust your ass. That's the end of that. Daddy too. They're gonna get you. So that side of my brain is that I gotta bust her ass. Gotta get her. But then there's the other side of my brain. The other side of my brain that smokes a lot of weed, plays Xbox, reads a lot of Deepak Chopra, Ramachandran, things like that. He's a great debater. And that side of my brain is like, yo man, you know you can't beat your kid's ass, right? And I was like, why not? He's like, dog, first of all, you got an Xbox tournament coming up. You beat her ass, you break your hand. That's bad money, son. It's like, okay, that's a fair point. He's like, secondly, you used to teach. You know these kids today in the street can't cuss. Your daughter told the girl the right thing. She asked her if they could play. She said no. She said, fuck you, man. That's right. I said, okay, I guess that's a fair point, too. He said, most importantly, what kind of parent are you, man? What kind of parent are you to take the power of fuck you away from your kid at such an early age? You waited to the 3rd grade before you said that shit. Damn. It is good. So I just looked at my daughter, I pulled her close and said, hey, baby, look here. Next time, just whisper, all right? Don't say that shit out loud. Just whisper that shit. Not supposed to be a parent. That's all I'm trying to say. Not supposed to be a parent. But look, I'm happy to be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and kick this show off. We're going to bring up our next comic. Y'all ready for our next comic?